Whoa! Whoa! Ultra Rare Miraidon! Hey Pokemon trainers, here we are with the second episode of Trainer's Trial, where I open the Pokemon boxes but you're the real protagonists. Today, as promised in the last video, at the end of the last video, we're gonna open Shiny Treasure EX. And other than this, as you can see, there is another update, which is we replaced at the moment the stacks of the cards which were related to the Fan of the Month and to the Fan of the Year with their respective values in euros, which are 50 euros for the Fan of the Month because of Espeon Special Art Rare, which was pulled in the Tersal Festival box from the previous episode, and then the 2 euros worth of value for the Fan of the Year, which were also pulled from Tersal Festival box. So if you want to know the rules of Trainer's Trial, I leave a brief summary here. Let's get started opening the box. So let's search for the holo cards, and there is already a reverse card. Okay, they're really cool cards, by the way. This Pikachu reverse would have been really cool, but it's literally off center. Okay. Let's proceed sleeving them, and then we will start throwing dice. Here we are with the usual sleeving with the gloves, where the real skills are requested, where the real skills are needed. If you want to have success in life, guys, you have to learn to do this. I'm joking, of course. Last time was way harder. This time I think I grasped the technique correctly. So we're gonna start with Pidgeot. Once again, a brief summary. This dice is for the Fan of the Year, this dice is for the Fan of the Month, and this dice is for the shop, where the card you will always be able to find, because they will be autographed, of course, by me, and then they will get sold on the e-commerce. So, and the highest number gets the card allocated to its respective jackpot. So let's start with, we keep Pidgeot as last, Riolu. I love Riolu, as well as Lucario. Let's start with Raichu. Okay, we got 655, which is literally a close battle already, but the Fan of the Year took the card. We continue with Entei, Shop, and then Riolu. Riolu is again a 3-2-1, and the Shop wins. And then Pidgeot. Again the Shop. Oh my god. I will have to autograph so many cards. You have to know, guys, that I am a lazy person, so, and usually with the pack openings I'm not really lucky. Okay, so even when I was playing not only Pokemon but even other TCGs like Yu-Gi-Oh, or I was like trading cards. Oh, we found an art rare already. Arboliva, Luxray, and then Palmy Shiny, which is an art rare, and then an EXCU, which is really cute. Anyway, so let's proceed sleeving them. Anyway, as I was saying, I usually always prefer to trade cards, and then or taking parts to tournaments in order to get the cards I wanted. And because by chance it was really hard for me. I also choose to buy cards from eBay, from the various platforms that there were back then, or from other players who were quitting, but I rarely bought booster packs or booster boxes. So let's proceed with Arboliva. 5 for 3. Finally, Arboliva is the first card of the Fan of the Month. And then with Luxray, Shop again. Paumi. Shop again? What's going on? What's going on? Please win some cards, you two. Finally, thank you. Fan of the Month. Let's proceed with another pack. I really like the artworks, by the way, of this set. I don't know why. This is, of course, literally nostalgic to me, but even the other artworks are really cool. Even this Pineco next to the gate of I can't remember now which Pokemon was in here. It's from Scarlet and Violet, the game, of course. Okay, so we have the champion of Scarlet and Violet, which we were talking a little bit earlier, and then Jumpluff, and then we have already Espathra. Espathra is the card of this set. Is the card of this box, probably. Hopefully we can find a mistake and maybe another card, but and then the mirror of the pack. Espathra was really tough to beat in the game, by the way. The one of the gym trainer. I took the wrong path on the game. I remember that I was like at level 30 when I challenged her, and when I was going to challenge her, because after the tunnel that after the cave that I had to get through in order to reach her, and the Pokemon were starting being stronger and stronger, and it was really like announcing that things wouldn't have ended in a well way if I faced the gym leader in that situation. Okay, and so I started to train out there, and I remember it was rough because I had to spend like all my potions and then get to the Pokemon Center, which was at the very end of the cave after the plane, and yeah, it was challenging, but at the same time really fun. So let's proceed with our first card. 3-3-2. So we have to roll again these dice. 5-5. What a close battle. Okay. For a rare cards. For a rare card. Oh my god. 5-2. Fan of the year wins it. Jumpluff. 6-6-6. Oh my god. Editor, please put like. Editor, please put the Iron Maiden with 666 is the number of the beast in the background, please. I know this is a Pokemon streaming, a Pokemon video, but it's too nailed for this occasion. So we have to roll again. Honestly, it's a pity to see such an abundance rerolled, honestly. But we have to do it. Shop again. Oh my god. I I think I will remove the shop one. I don't want to, I didn't want to autograph so much. Espathra. 333, what's going on tonight? Oh my god. Wait, is it on camera? Okay. So it's 122, so it's between the fun of the month and the fun of the year now, okay. The Espathra is still here. 6, the fun of the year, yeah, 6. And then I can't remember the second evolution. I totally skipped this this generation because it was Sword and Shield one for sure. And I know only Thinkaton and wait a minute. Thinkaton. Anyway, from Pokemon Unite, which is an annoying opponent when it's holding the hammer on and then slamming the hammer down. Anyway, let's roll the dice for it. 6. Fun of the month. Let's continue with the next pack. Yeah, I'm sorry about the camera. I'm still not used at looking at one side and then being focused at the other side. I got used to it, I promise, guys. Okay, so Pami, Fidaf, Room, Electrode, and then the Professor, and then Lechonk, Mirror. There are a lot of mirrors in this set. And then the Xianpao. Lucario, oh my god. I'm gonna keep Lucario in here as a good charm for this. Let's put it there. Lucario is I'm not gonna say my favorite Pokemon because I really like them all, okay, and especially in your team when you fight in the, let's say, classical Pokemon games, okay, you just have to rely on all of them, okay, sooner or later. Of course, if you want, you can just buy many potions and then use the other Pokemon in your team in order to like revive your main Pokemon, okay, which you are relying on the most of the time. But still, they are playing an important role in the team, aren't they? And so I think that there are many Pokemon which are extremely useful and strong usually, and because of this I don't feel to choose only one as a favorite Pokemon. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. Okay, so from Electrode. Okay, fun of the year, which is starting great because there is Lucario, which is its lucky charm. Their lucky charm. The Professor, 4-4. I told ya. The funny year is gonna win again. No, 5-6. Lucario was watching away, another side, and then Lechonk, 6, and then Xianpao, 4-3-2, and this one goes to the shop. Okay, the fun of the month and the fun of the year are catching up. It's another great set with many pulls for the holo cards, which are Okay, let's continue. Charmander, Hoppy. Okay, Toxic Rock. No. Oh, I can't remember its name. Okay. And then Dugtrio. And then Pakirizu. And then Charizard. There's a Charizard here. That's nice. That's nice. Of course, it's not a special rare one, but a Charizard is always a Charizard. And there's also Charmander here. Okay. So let's start sleeping. Okay, so now, how many of you, but I want for real, the real ones, okay? Not only the ones that choose to follow the trend and change their mind because then Charizard became a world trend, okay, of the Pokemon world. Then I'm asking for the real Charizard fan, okay? For the ones that, for example, took this game, okay, which it looks like it happened by the case, but it didn't, okay, and also took as a starter Charmander. So I'm asking you to leave a comment down here, or I will leave a comment down here, and you will have to put a thumb up, okay? So we're gonna see the counter of this. So Charizard is the first one which was leaved. Let's start rolling because the Charizard is waiting, okay? So we are accepting bets in order to know which stack is gonna get Charizard, okay? I think, no, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything, but I think it's the fun of the year. Okay, we got a 4, okay. The fun of the year already started. Wait, okay. Okay. And then Dodrio. 4-4. Wait. Oops. Freeze free for a Dodrio. Okay, for a Dodrio. The shop and the, which is my set, and the fun of the year. I know something about this Dodrio that we don't know. And 4-3, the fun of the year one. Okay. And it's already 2 cards here. Okay, which is like decreasing the chances. No, I'm joking. Pakirizu mirror 5-5. Okay. 5-2. Okay. And then Charizard 6. Fun of the month again. Not even close shop, and kinda close for the fan of the year. Okay, so let's proceed. The male professor this time. Well, wait, we can just do this. Okay, and then Slowbro, which is a really fun new. Yeah, it's really funny, this art. I really like it. And then Luxio, okay, and then Bushin, double rare. Okay, another nice pool. Sprigatito, which was not my starter. my starter was Quaxley this time, and it's really unusual for me to pick the water starter. I wanted to pick Sprigatito as well, but I did see the other YouTubers picking it, so I chose to pick another route in order to help other trainers. Wait, what was that? Oh, okay. In order to help other trainers, but I don't know how much I had them since I took such a creative a creative path. We can say that it, it was innovative for sure, but it was not regular for sure. It was for people with strong hearts. That's that's the reality. But hey, once again, the games nowadays are getting easier and easier, and I really appreciated that. It was such game changing and enjoyable, literally. So let's go with the let's go with the professor. 5 is the shop. And then Slowbro. Whoa, 665. Everyone loves this Slowbro. So it's between the fun of the month and the store. And the fun of the month. And then we have Luxio, Mirror, 432, fun of the year. And then Wushin, double rare. Okay, shop. Again, a close battle for the Wushin. For Wushin. And then that's right. The stacks are getting balanced. I'm glad about it. I was really worried at the very beginning, but at least now the probabilities are fixing themselves. So, Charcadet, Scyther, Glacis, I can't remember its name, Klefki, and the very first shiny, which is, oh my god, Hoppip, and then Jumpluff, and I can't remember, I have a lapsus. Oh my goodness. I can't remember its name. Okay, so for the trainer card, 41, fun of the year, Klefki, fun of the month, the shiny one, huh? 441. So it's between the fun of the month and the shop. Fun of the month. That's great. And then Cloudsire. 6-5. A close battle, but the fun of the year takes it. Let's proceed with the next. Okay. Whoa, why isn't this Stardew shiny or something? I bet there is this. I wanted to find this one shiny, honestly. It's beautiful. Or at least mirror. Riolu again. And then Thunders. And there is another shiny, by the way. And then Howlucha. Raichu shiny. Ooh, it's really cute. And then Skeledirge. Double rare. this one I would really like to get it in order to autograph it. Okay, so yeah, let's start with Thunders. Fan of the Year. Howlucha. Shop. Raichu Shiny. Shop! Yes! I'm gonna put with love on this one. I'm really glad for autographing it. And Scalarge. Yeah, of course. A bit of joy and then a bit of work. Let's proceed with the next one. Wait, let's clean up a bit this mess. Okay. Let's go. Okay, Palafin. Whoa! Whoa! Ultra Rare Miraidon. Whoa! Let me get up in order to show you it closely. We spoiled the Pineco behind it, but it's really great. Look at the effect. It's a pity that lately ultra rare cards aren't worth that much because they are extremely rare. So the centering looks nice. The corners not really, honestly. Yeah, the corners aren't the best. Anyway, it was a great pull, and that's it. And we are gonna sleeve it already, of course. And there it goes. Okay, let's continue. So it was like this, okay, and then Pineco, and then Squawkabilly. I do even know the names of the new Pokemon. Why I couldn't remember its name? Anyway, it's a rhetorical question. Okay, and then Orwen, and then beautiful Dachsban. Dachsban was one of the most helpful Pokemon that I had in my Scarlet and Violet team. It really helped me a ton, literally. So, see, this is what I was meaning before. This is what I was referring before. And there is Dutchman. It's another companion which was really loyal and helpful until the end of the adventure. Okay, let's keep this card as last. Let's start with Palafin. 6 Fan of the Year. Pineco, Mirror, Fan of the Year again. Fan of the Year wants everything. Fan of the Year takes everything. And then Squawkabilly, Fan of the Month. Miraidon. I can't believe it. Now you don't know, but you will understand when I will have to autograph this, okay? Because let me get the marker, okay? And I'm not lying, it's already, everything is already prepared, okay? The setup is like done, established, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. It's gonna be terrible. Okay, so this is gonna be the marker that I am gonna use for the autographs, okay? And I don't know if you can see it because of the reflexes, okay? But it's a golden one, okay? It's a golden one. Now, it will be kind of hard to autograph with this one on a gold card and making it like it will be it will come out something decent. And I think I will have to figure out um, how to graph this card properly, and it will be another task added to my to-do list of the autographs, uh, let's say, environment. Anyway, it was won by the shop. Last pack, it was, so far it was really a fun box, a fun opening, honestly. It was really fun. Okay, so last cards, last pulls. Abominable Snow, Sableye, Markro, and Tinglu. And yes, okay, the greatest pools already came out, so we're just gonna sleeve them and then divide them and then count each of any stacks and then count the amount of each of the stacks. Let's start. Abominable Snow, 631, fan of the month. Sableye, 433, fan of the year. Markro Mirror. What's this? What's this? It's like the least competitive, the least effort battle that I've ever seen. Yeah, I kind of want that. I kind of want that marker, but just a little bit. Okay, let's reroll all of three. And the fan of the year takes the chance. Tinglu Double Rare is the last one card for today. Fan of the year. Okay, so let's start calculating for each and every card, and let's start with the fan of the year, okay? Okay, so let's see the amount for the fan of the year update. What? No, please don't. And I just found out that they moved that they scanned and put the cards inside of the fan of the month, and then I moved them all from the fan of the month to the fan of the year, okay? And how you can see that is because, of course, this amount increased. Starting from the €2, it became 16 and 70. But if we go to the fan of the month, okay, and we see at the very end here, you will see that the latest card which were added are the Terrastal Festival ones, okay, both from sort by recent, so they are the latest which were added. to this list. Okay, so for the fun of the year, we had an increase of about it was €2 and now it's 16 and 70, so it's about €15. Okay, which is nice. It's really nice. And let's proceed with the fun of the month, which has a number which is exactly 47 and 84. I did put at the very beginning about €50. Okay, so let's put the fun of the year cards in here, and then let's take the fun of the month one in order to scan them and update the value of the fan of the month jackpot. This time it's already correct in the fan of the month one, and let's start. Okay, so for the fan of the month we are at the end of this, and we are gonna look. Oh, it's already updated, which is 62 and 13 cents, which is basically is okay. So at the moment the fun of the year is on the very first place with plus €14 and 93 cents, and the fun of the month is at plus €14 and 29 cents, which is a minimal difference, but it's always a difference. So this is these are the spots at the moment. Let's count the prices, the value of the cards for this of the store for this time, and then let's finish this episode. Okay, so about the store, it went up to €25 and 18 cents, which is, I'm gonna tell you immediately, which is a plus €23 and 30 cents. As I said several times during the episode, the shop was like winning many cards in this episode. Anyway, the fun of the month and the fun of the year also got about €15 each, so it's really great. So it was for the ones who love to see how much I spent versus how much I earned. Okay, with this back box opening, it was about €25 for the shop, and then 15, and then 15, which is 30, and then €55. Okay. Here we are, guys, at the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and even today we had a lot of fun with both the challenges of the dices and the cards which were pulled, and even our mascots in here. And in the next week's episode we are gonna open another box, of course, and it will be battle partners. Absolutely remember to subscribe to the channel, otherwise you will regret it. And I already said enough. Okay, I already said enough. I don't want to spoiler the other things. Okay, let's just say that. Thank you very much once again for staying with me until this very part of the video, and happy collecting.